Virgo, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 29th through to the 4th of August. Yeah, we're in Mercury retrograde, so just leave space for the unexpected. Basically, that's my sort of message from this Mercury retrograde. Just leave space for the unexpected, and I think you'll enjoy life a lot easier. You'll find it a lot less stressful. Okay, but there is also the energies that are coming through from the sun. You'll see that on the energy update as well, which has been affecting the previous week. Came in around about sort of like the 24th, you know, that sort of changed the readings that we saw last week, and they were quite interesting readings. So we'll see what's going on for you in this week anyway. So let's just get into it. We've got the overall energies here. We've got the karmic message on your relationship side, karmic message on your financial side, influences from the universe, influence from past side, self, future self, and the lessons or the information that you can be taking out of this week. So I hope you have a lovely reading. Let's just go on into there. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so then you get notifications on all the energy videos that we're doing on this channel as well. Sometimes the road of life is wide, but it's not long. And you've got lots of choices on either side to distract you and everything like that. Here, I think, is a case that sometimes the road of life is long, but it's thin. It's like a pathway going through the forest. There's not a lot of room for maneuver here. And I think this is the overall energy is trying to keep you on this central path in a very beautiful way. I think you have a lot of joy to be had by sticking to this central path more than anything else. A high priestess, yeah, this is that maybe that intuition that's coming into your life, that spiritual engagement that you have with life, engaging your energy in a way that sort of opens the doors for you, or at least helps you to see clearly the direction in which you should be going. And it's nicely balanced between the relationship side as much as on your financial side. It's like this crown here that's going like that, and it's like you're in the middle, and it's trying to help you to get off or get in a direction that is good for you, that you do not deviate and get distracted more than anything else. And I think the High Priestess is about that, trusting your intuition, your inner vision. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. Well, the universe is really, there seems to be a lot of sociable opportunities. The universe is creating a lot of those illusions. Now, it's as if like the universe is testing you, but it's also the universe is providing a lot of things so it can be clear about what you're actually after. So then therefore the universe can provide for you the ingredients you need to have a good relationship. And not every single ingredient is good to put in a cake. You know, I wouldn't put onions in a cake. I don't know, maybe you know of an onion cake. It's going to be a savoury cake, but, you know, a sweet cake. You wouldn't put onions with chocolate. You might do, you know, it depends if you're bent. You might be pregnant, you know. But that's what the universe is trying to do there. It's really trying to help you out. And your karmic path here has got, it's something that you've engaged in for some time, and this could be like a relationship that you've been in for a long time, or you've been engaged in trying to get into a relationship or looking for love for some time, and it seems to be like it's now coming to a point of no return. That's what it seems to be like on your karmic path. You seem to be at a point of no return within your relationship or within your future relationship of how you want things, you know, or the relationship you're trying to get into your life or bring into your life. In your past self is tied into this High Priestess. I think this is a case of not repeating the same things you've already done, basically. Not going down the same rabbit holes because it didn't bring you any sort of success or didn't bring you any sort of joy in the past, so why would it bring it in the future? There seems to be a sort of thing, there's certain things that you can literally, your past is helping you to sort of stop you from getting distracted and pulled away from things. And this is very mental as well, so it's stopping you from going off in scenarios which is going to be detrimental to your relationship side. And your future self, there's two things. It's tied into the answers or the message that you should be getting out of this week, but also it's tied in how to engage with another person or with other people. Allowing yourself to actually explore life with other people, but at the same time learning a lot about yourself more than anything else. And your lesson for this week here, it's very fiery. Be passionate about the destination. Be passionate about the destination of what you want in regards to your relationship side. You know, when you start on a journey, not every single step on that journey is going to be brilliant. It's going to be sometimes a little bit difficult. It may throw things up that you didn't see arriving. Therefore, you're going to need to adapt and stuff like that. And here is sort of saying here is sort of like, you know, keep your eye on the destination. That's of what you want out of life. And I think that's what that whole sort of like future card is all about there. So here is, you're coming in out of the cold. I think there's something where you've obviously been doing a lot of planning, a lot of organisation in the past in regards to relationship side. You've been through a lot. And this is, you may have felt that you've been slightly shunned by certain people, but then do you really need those people in your life, in your past? Because it really is tied into the past here. But it's coming to a point here where you can realize that, you know, this is not the destination. This is one of those steps on the pathway that is saying to you, now it's time to come into the essence of what you wish to explore and what you wish to enjoy in regards to your relationship side. The universe here, very sociable, as I said, helping you to understand your passions in life. This is the Page of Wands, so you're learning about your passions here. You're learning about how you, and I think the universe is learning about you more than anything else, of what's best for you and how it can help you the most. So it will be offering you a lot of things in your life in regards to sort of socializing and relationship side, but it's not necessarily means that every single opportunity is worth taking. Yeah, and your past self, you get the King of Swords. A lot of wisdom here, a lot of clear vision, a lot of judgment. This is how you're using your past, so you don't have to repeat things and stuff like that. It's keeping you on that pathway. It's all about that. And in the future self, you get, hang on a second, oh, I've got a butterfly, not a butterfly. There he is. A ladybird, who wants to obviously stay with me. So you can stay with me for a little while at the moment. I'll get you to read some cards later on. Is the devil. So it's better the devil. It's like, it's knowing, keeping your eye on the destination. And this is where the devil is tempting you off the path in a way. And your future will be a lot clearer for you, a lot more evident, that if you recognize some things in your relationship side that are not really serving you, that is only distracting you more than anything else. Look at that, from the Five of Swords, from the Five of Pentacles, you go to the Five of Wands there. I would be very wary about things around you, people around you who want to take you off your path. I don't like sort of like getting into that sort of side of life. You should be able to recognize when someone's got your best, got your back, or someone who doesn't really, you know, like a wolf in sheep's clothing in a way. And I think there's a very good degree of here. And I think you need to fight for your future and trust your inner vision more than anything else. Yes, be very sociable about it, but don't get involved in conflicts and situations which are just going to distract you from getting to where you want to be in regards to your relationships. On your financial side, Well, this is also, your karmic path is pulling to the past. There's obviously something that needs to come to the surface. And it's like, it's almost as if like the karmic path is stonewalling you, and so to sort of say, if you do not look at this seriously, or deal with this, it's going to be difficult for you to advance. And I think this is where it's going to keep you focused on what you want in the way of ambitions in regards to your business, your projects, or your job, or whatever it is. The karmic path here is sort of saying, you know, you can't just leave constantly loose ends behind you. You will trip up on them. And I think this is what the karmic message here is saying. Things need to be tidied up a little bit so you can actually really focus on your ambitions. The universe energy is playing out as well. It's a little bit of networking, but there is also a certain degree of, and this is where, you know, you don't want to get distracted and so forth. There is a certain degree of having a criteria of what you will accept as a coincidence. So let's just say there's a coincidence through my telephone. So my telephone does something that creates a coincidence for me, and kind of, oh, that's it. But that is just purely the human matrix. And I'm less inclined to accept that than coincidences that happen with other entities, such as, you know, animals, insects, birds, trees, nature. I'm much more inclined to listen to those sort of coincidences than just the human coincidences. And once you can realize that, once you can sort of like navigate between what is very productive and what is not productive for you, you can become seriously streamlined for you going forward. In your past to your future, this is also, it's part of those two sides there that's helping you keep on your pathway here. It's sort of saying the past is the past, and we've seen this very much with the earth energies, other earth signs as well, about keeping on your pathway. Bonjour tout le monde. There's a whole family that's just come down to the river. So this is where the past is being sort of like, it's sort of saying there's no going back, but there's a lot of information that you can take from the past which will allow you to really focus on your future. And your future here seems really beautiful. I think if you tie up this thing that's connected to your past, because it's on your karmic path, you can't avoid it. And the more you try and avoid it, the less you will be advancing. And when you engage in it, that's when it really comes into play. You know, and the message that comes out of this, or the lesson that comes out of this week here on your financial side, is sort of things are not on your path by accident. There's some things that have been on your past, or in your path on your past, that needs to be looked at. Maybe a business or a project or a job, career path or something like that, that you really need to take a second look at, I think. And I think it will tie in beautifully to what you want to experience in life, not only on your relationship side, but on your financial side. And I think if you get clarity on that side of your financial side, it's going to give you clarity on your relationship side. Yeah, there is some sort of mission, some sort of passionate mission that is really passionate to you. It could be a case where in the past, you know, when you were younger, you kind of thought, I wanted to open a restaurant. Okay, maybe that's what it is, what you got to do now. You know, that sort of thing, or following your career path. And it's definitely a mission, a very passionate mission that's you hold true to you. It could be writing a book, it could be starting up a YouTube channel, it could be, you know, becoming a therapist, it could be, there's multitudes of different things. The universe here, as I said, there's a lot of criteria to accepting the coincidences, and the Empress card here, she combines a lot of different things. She's got a waterfall in the river in the background. She's also got this lovely field of wheat in front of her, which means success. She's also got you know, forests and what have you. So you've got that earth, water, air, and sort of fiery energy. But she does have a control over her emotions. So this is that whole criteria. So And I think it's what it's saying here is about that passionate mission that you should be going off. The universe is sort of saying, don't allow your emotions to distract you from where you should be going. On your connection from the past to your future, you have the hangman. It's all going on here. I've got a tractor that's just pulled in. Absolutely amazing. Cody, viens là. Assieds-toi. Sorry about that. It's just all going on. This is Mercury retrograde, maybe. You get the hangman from the past here, and I think this is this stone wall. You've got to see things in a different light. You've got to see what you've done in the past to take the information in the past to keep you on your goal. Once you do that, I think it's going to become a lot more successful to you. And just seeing your past in a different way, see how you were distracted and so forth. In the future, you get the moon. There's a lot of success that, you know, I think in the past, I think there's something that you might have been very passionate about, but you didn't follow it through. And I think you're going to be surprised how good success it will bring you. Because, you know, you might be looking at something in the past sort of saying, oh, I'm not really the same person, or I can't really do that and stuff. You know, and being a little bit sort of negative about it. But in reality, once you do engage in it, that's when you're going to get the best results. The lesson out of this week here on the financial side, you get the 9 of Pentacles, keeping laser focused on where you should be going. You know, don't get distracted on your pathway here. It seems to be all about distraction for you this week, both on your relationship side as much as on your financial side. But whatever it is, definitely get involved in your destiny. The destination, I think, is really important. Really, really important. Okay, let's just do a bit of clarification on the Light Seers cards. Yeah, I think if you keep your eye on the goal and use your intuition, this is where you're going to get ultimate success. You get the 10 of Pentacles there, you get abundance in your life. And I think it's a bit of a surprise. I think you get that also within your relationship side, but you do need to have that conviction from where you've been coming from and what you want to experience in regards to emotions in your life. Once you really get a hold of that, that's when you're going to get some good results. With the 5 of Pentacles, you get the Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's time to come in out of the cold. And the best way to do that is by engaging in only the things that really make you feel happy. And there's going to be a multitude of them. And you're going to be playing with those emotions, playing with that passion to discover what is good for you in regards to your relationships. And I think there's some relationships that have come to the end of their road. I think there's a certain degree, because you're focusing on something new that you should be going to. And that's your happiness. And the universe is trying to learn how to create coincidences in your life in regards to your relationship side, which is going to bring you nothing but happiness. Once you start engaging in that and really stop getting distracted by things, that's when you're going to get the best of it. In the past, you got the King of Swords with the 3 of Swords. Yes, I think this is what is all that judgment, that wisdom and everything like that. This is in the past, it's not now. And you're coming in from the cold. You may have been through a tricky time in regards to your relationships recently that may have caused you some emotional stress and strains in the past. But learn from those stress and strains. Stop yourself falling down the same pothole in the future when you're on your relationship side. Once you can do that and imply it, you're going to get the best out of it. The devil, better the devil you know than the devil you don't. All about, you know, fine detail here. You know, the devil is in the detail. And I think there's also a degree here where there's, as I said, there's conflictual people, and you've got 3 5s now on this side of your relationship. It's a real transition you're going through. If you keep laser focused on the destination of what you want to experience in the way of relationships, you'll find yourself walking away very easily from relationships that just don't serve you, that are just there to distract you and to pull you out and stop you from going forward. And if you can do that, If you don't get involved in that conflict, that is on the offering. Big love is on the offering for you. But it's a transitional week that you're going through. And I think this is learning a lot about yourself, and also energy learning about you as well, and how best to serve you in a way. On your financial side, look at that. Knight of Wands with the King of Wands. We've now got that. I think once you follow this pathway or something that is very passionate within you from the past, that you bring into the future, you will own it. And it's going to make you feel that you are in a divine position in accordance to who you are and what you do in life. And, you know, it's like, this is, yeah, I was put on this planet to do this. This is that sort of thing that's coming through. With the Emperor's card, this is from the universe, you're gradually getting onto calmer shores. And I think getting onto these calmer shores is because the universe has got a certain criteria within your financial side. And I think it's trying to find that criteria on your relationship side, but it seems to have found it on your financial side. So it's bringing things into your life. And I will be very attentive about the things that the universe does bring into your life, and see which fits to this mission that you should be going on, and owning it and really sitting in your power about your passions. As I say, there's something from the past you've got to see differently. There's some sort of passion from your past that's going to bring you enormous amounts of victory. But you've got to see what you've done in the past in a different way. So you might have sort of said, as I said earlier on, I wanted to open up a restaurant. But now you sort of say to yourself, I don't want to actually do the restaurant. But what I want to do is I want to provide boxes for people that's ready to cook meals. So all the ingredients are prepared for them. And that's the sort of thing, you know, so it's looking at something a little bit differently. The moment you do that, as I said, this moon here, it's going to be a surprising start to a new journey in your life. And I think this is going to help you to clear and organize a lot of complications and misunderstanding situations on your relationship side. Once you go off on this mission for something that is very passionate to you, on your financial side with a job, business or projects, that's when you're going to get the good results. And that's when you're really going to start laser focused. The Queen of Swords is actually going on a journey. The King of Swords is looking straight ahead. The King of Swords is got that wisdom and through judgment, and is going down a pathway according to its wisdom and its judgment. Whereas the Queen of Swords, she is choosing a path. It's a very courageous path to follow, but she's got the control over her emotions, which is exactly what I was saying here. And it's a learning curve that you're going through this week here. Being laser focused. She is laser focused about where she's going. And that's the same thing with the Nine of Pentacles. You have a multitude of abundances within your life, or possibilities, and they're not all going to be ripe at the same time. They're gradually going to appear in your life over time. The moment you start sort of engaging in that one passion which is good for you, that's when you're going to get the good results. And when you do get the good results, it's going to put you in a very powerful position in regards to relationship side. Okay? So there you go, Virgo. Thanking you very much for being with us. Really do appreciate it. Get a lot of animation that's going on around us at the moment, but it's always good. That's what life's all about, isn't it? Got to be out in life to enjoy it. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the energy videos that we do as well on this channel as well. So yeah, I may be seeing you there, or I'll see you for another one of these readings, whichever way it is. Thanking you very much for all the support you show for this channel, for the YouTube system. I will see you soon. In the meantime, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.